Yes, I know this is a weird background to have in a video. However, this is the only place that had pretty good lighting. So sorry for that. I know this is not the most interesting background to have. Today I will be talking about numbers in the Polish language. It's really nothing difficult, it's nothing complicated. However, it's very important if you want to go to Poland and spend some time here. So the numbers are very easy. There's nothing very complicated here. There's a few exceptions, there's a few changes, there's a few rules to remember. However, in general, compared to the other parts of the beautiful Polish language, I think it's very easy. So let's begin with the numbers from 1 to 10. 1 is jeden, jeden, 2, dwa, dwa, 3, trzy, trzy, 4, cztery, cztery, 5, pięć, pięć, 6, sześć, sześć, 7, siedem, siedem, 8, osiem, osiem, 9, dziewięć, dziewięć, 10, dziesięć, dziesięć. Okay, so these were the numbers from 1 to 10. These are the basic numbers that you need to learn in order to understand the next numbers better. In English, if you want to say a number over 10, you add teen at the end of it. It's the same thing in Polish pretty much, except instead of teen, we say naście. There's a few changes in here to make the pronunciation easier, but we'll get there. Let's start with 11. 11 is jedenaście. Jedenaście. Now, notice here that it's not jedenaście. There's no double N here. There's just one N because jedenaście will be pretty difficult to pronounce. So it's just one N here. Jedenaście. 12 is very easy. 12 is dwanaście. So pretty much just dwa and naście, dwanaście. Nothing difficult here. 13, trzynaście. So from 11 till 13 is jedenaście, dwanaście, trzynaście. Jedenaście, dwanaście, trzynaście. Now, the more difficult part begins now. 14. 14 is, you could think it's czternaście because cztery is 4. But to say 14, we eliminate the Y in cztery. So it's czternaście. Czternaście. 15, instead of piętnaście, is piętnaście. So instead of the letter C, there's T. 16, szesnaście. So these are the three that I think are the most difficult ones, I would say. I think these are the most problematic ones so far. Let's go through them again. 14 is czternaście, 15 piętnaście, and 16 szesnaście. Then we have 17, which is siedemnaście, 18 osiemnaście, and 19, here comes a bit of a difference, is dziewiętnaście. It's the same difference as in 15. Instead of ch, we use t. I guess the changes here so it's a bit easier to pronounce because dziewiętnaście, dziewiętnaście, yeah, it wouldn't be very easy to pronounce. So let's go from 11 till 19. Jedenaście, dwanaście, trzynaście, czternaście, piętnaście, szesnaście, siedemnaście, osiemnaście, dziewiętnaście. Now we are moving on to numbers 20, 30, 40, etc. It's a bit more complicated here. Not very, but a tiny bit. 20 is dwadzieścia, 30, trzydzieści, then czterdzieści, pięćdziesiąt, sześćdziesiąt, siedemdziesiąt, osiemdziesiąt, dziewięćdziesiąt. As you can see, the endings of these numbers are either ścia, ści, or siont. I don't know what the rule here is, to be fair. I think it's just something you need to learn. Like in every language, pretty much, there's, exceptions. It's similar to English, except in English it's a bit easier because you usually just add t at the end of the word, so 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. In Polish it's similar but different. But the main idea is the same. I guess it's just making you to memorize. So to make it a bit easier to memorize, we're gonna go through them again. 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90. Now making numbers such as, for example, 21 or 34 or 68 is very easy because you just need to put the first number and then add the second. There's no changes here. I probably didn't explain that clearly enough, so I'm gonna give you some examples. For example, 35 is 35, therefore you say just 35, like in English pretty much. There's no changes here. Or 27, 27, 53, 53, 99, 99. Then we have to move on to 100. 100 is 100. 100. If you're a tiny bit interested in the Polish culture, I think it will be an interesting information for you that in Poland we have our own version of Happy Birthday. Instead of Happy Birthday, we sing a song that's called 100 lat, which means 100 years. So instead of telling people to have a happy birthday, we wish them to have 100 years. I don't know what we do if someone turns 100. I don't know what we sing to that person, I guess 200 years. We are going to move on to the next numbers, which is 200 and 300 and so on. So 200 is 200, then 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Now you can kind of see how it works already. I guess it's just a thing you have to learn. It's not difficult to learn. With practice it comes easy. It's pretty much the same thing as in every other language, as I keep on saying. Let's go through them again. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Then we go on to 1000. 1000 is 1000. Once again, it changes a tiny bit because it's not 1000, 2000, 3000. Unfortunately. Like in every aspect of the Polish language, there has to be some exceptions, it has to be some difficulties. What would be the Polish language if it was easy? 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000, and then it goes on to 10,000, 11,000, blah, blah, blah. Now, the last number I want to mention is a million, which in Polish is milion. So 1 milion, 2 miliony, 3 miliony, 4 miliony, 5 milionów, 6 milionów, 7 milionów, 8 milionów, 9 milionów. And then you have miliard, etc., etc. So, but I think that's not really needed for now. I think that's pretty much it. There's not really much more to explain here. Yes, it might seem a bit difficult at the beginning, but it just requires a bit of practice, and with time you'll see that it's easy. To sum everything up, I will go through all the numbers that I mentioned so far once again, so that it's maybe a bit easier to remember, to memorize. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, I'm out of breath, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000, 9000, 10 000, milion, 2 miliony, 3 miliony, 4 miliony, 5 milionów, 6 milionów, 7 milionów, 8 milionów, 9 milionów, 10 milionów. Well, that's a big number. I think that's it for this video. I hope I explained everything in a way that is easy to understand, as I always try to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions, any questions, or any ideas for a video that I could make, let me know. I would love to hear your suggestions. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!